If you're either interested in or not careful enough to avoid hearing me, uh, I'm going to tell you what you can expect after your life has finished, which is probably a question which nobody wants to think too much about, even though it might be the right thing to do in the first place, because it will actually happen. Um, and if you want to, it's very easy because you just have to hold a mirror in your hand, and if you hold a mirror and look into it in a not so obvious way, then you can look back where you're coming from and where everything is coming from. You don't have to think back to the times when you were born, but you have to think back way more than that in time. And it also will tell you something about the nature of time, which is the first framework of the whole nature. So we have to look back to the Big Bang because that's what we all, that's what some of us, that's what we all have to think that happened in the past because that's what we were told. So it was just something to start with, which was the Big Bang, and the end of the whole thing is going to be when you die. You don't have to. You can't even. You. It doesn't make any sense to think any more forward than that. For you personally, it will be definitely the end of times. So if you want to know about that point, then you have to look back straight to the point where the world was said to be jump, jumping out of one single infinitely small point. So the nothing was probably one option that we had before that point. So let's see what happens when you think of the past before the Big Bang as nothing, and no time, no space, no matter, no energy. Therefore, nothing. Therefore, nothing. We didn't have those things. Therefore, there were nothing before the Big Bang. If you imagine to have nothing before that point, then you basically, what you see in the mirror is going to be your future death, and the end of times, and nothing afterwards. So it's up to you to think twice whether it makes sense to you logically or not. That's all you have to do.